Good day, everyone, and welcome to Learn English with Blaine. And this is your intermediate dictation number 57. And in this video, we're going to focus on the past continuous to refer to an ongoing past action that was interrupted by another past action. So again, we are going to use the past continuous to refer to an ongoing past action that was interrupted by another past action. Do you have your pen and your paper ready? Because remember that you are going to listen and then write what you hear. Now in this video there will be 5 dictations and I will say each one 3 times. After you write your dictation on your paper, you can underline the subjects, the past continuous verbs, and the simple past verbs. So here is an example. So if I say, I was running when I fell, I was running when I fell, you will write this on your paper. And first you will underline the past continuous verb and the subject, like this. This is the subject, and then was running is the past continuous verb. So I is the subject, and was running is the past continuous verb. Now, there's always going to be, when we look at this type of an action, there's going to be a past continuous, and then it's interrupted by a simple past action. So in this case, we're going to underline I is the subject again, and fell is the simple past form. So there's always going to be a present continuous. This was going on first, and then while this was going on, this happened. Okay, so let's get started now with our dictation number 1. Dictation number 1. Johnny was running to work when I last saw him. Period. He runs to work 3 times a week. Period. Johnny was running to work. Johnny was running to work when I last saw him. When I last saw him. Period. He runs to work. He runs to work 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Period. So I'll give you 10 or 15 seconds to finish your work, and then I'll show you my dictation. Okay, this is what I said. Johnny was running to work when I last saw him. Period. He runs to work 3 times a week. Period. Johnny was running to work when I last saw him. He runs to work 3 times a week. Now, let's find the subject of the past continuous verb and the past continuous verb. Those are here. Johnny is the subject, and was running is the past continuous verb. Now let's look for the simple past verb and the subject for that verb. And that is right here. So we've got Johnny was running and I saw. Johnny was running and I saw. Now let's move along to our next dictation. Dictation number 2. The children were watching a movie when I called. Period. They were having a great time. Period. The children were watching a movie. The children were watching a movie when I called. When I called. Period. They were having a great time. Period. The children were having, the children were watching a movie when I called. Period. They were having a great time. Period. The children were watching a movie when I called. They were having a great time. Now again, we're going to find the subject of the past continuous verb. The subject and the past continuous verb is right here. The children, this is the subject, and were watching is the past continuous verb. The children were watching. Now, what about the simple past verb and the subject? Yeah, so we've got the children were watching a movie, and then I called. This is the verb and the subject. I'm just going to fix it. I'm not sure why this got crossed out. That's an accident, so I'm just going to fix that quickly. So we've got the children were watching a movie when I called. Now there is one more past continuous verb here. Can you see the other past continuous verb? And the subject? Yeah. And they were having. And you know what? I'm just going to fix this once more. I'm not sure how that happened. I'll just take a moment. Yeah. So here we see we've got the children were watching. This is past continuous. The children were watching a movie when I called. And this is simple past. And then they were having is another subject and the past continuous verb. Okay, let's move along to our third dictation, number 3. I think Robert was stocking the shelves when I went home. Period. He was busy all afternoon. Period. I think Robert was stocking the shelves. Was stocking the shelves when I went home. When I went home. Period. He was busy. He was busy all afternoon. Period. All afternoon. Period. I think Robert was stocking the shelves when I went home. Period. He was busy all afternoon. Period. I think Robert was stocking the shelves when I went home. He was busy all afternoon. Period. Okay, now we're going to again look for the past continuous verb and the subject for that verb. So we've got Robert is the subject, was stocking, that's the past continuous. Now, what about the simple past verb and the subject? Right there. I went. So Robert was stocking, I went. Past continuous, simple past. Okay, so we're going to move along to our dictation number 4. Dictation number 4. I was lifting a heavy box when I hurt my back. Period. I sure hope I feel better soon. Period. I was lifting a heavy box, a heavy box, when I hurt my back, when I hurt my back, period. I sure hope, I sure hope I feel better soon. I feel better soon, period. So I'll give you a few more seconds to finish up your writing. Okay, let's take a look. I was lifting a heavy box when I hurt my back, period. I sure hope I feel better soon, period. I was lifting a heavy box when I hurt my back. I sure hope I feel better soon. Okay, now let's look for the past continuous verb and the subject. So we've got I was lifting. I was lifting. Now, what about the simple past verb and the subject? Right there, I hurt. I was lifting a heavy box, so this was happening, and then a few minutes later, I hurt my back. Okay, so let's go on to our last dictation of this video, dictation number 5. We were driving down Main Street when we came across Mark, period. We gave him a ride to his office, period. We were driving down Main Street, when we came across Mark, period. We gave him a ride to his office. We gave him a ride to his office, period. So I'll give you a moment to finish up your writing. We were driving down Main Street when we came across Mark, period. We gave him a ride to his office, period. We were driving down Main Street when we came across Mark. We gave him a ride to his office. So what do you think is the past continuous verb and the subject? Okay, it's right here. We were driving. We were driving. Now, what about the simple past verb? Can you see that one? It's right. It is right here. We came across Mark. This means that we met up with him by accident. So when we say we came across Mark, it means you met up with him by accident. You did not plan to see him. And came across, to come across someone, is actually a phrasal verb. So a phrasal verb are when we have two words put together that mean a certain action. So these two words need to be together. Okay, everyone. Well, for more information about the past continuous, check out the links in the description of this video. My website is currently under construction, but more content and exercises are being added there on a weekly basis. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And remember to leave your comments or questions in the comment section below. I really do appreciate those as well. And remember, if you like the video, please remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. And have yourself a great day. Bye for now.